Hey everyone, still Nido King, still the Sandwraith. Let's move on before I have to be on my last legs again. More traps, so we have to use the Eye of the Storm to get past. Oh, here's a nice tricky one. This log moves horizontally, so I gotta time my run up the wall very carefully. Or just smack my face into it. Either way works. Again, not greatly concerned about health for the most part. Not that I'm concerned about sand either. But, barely got out of the way of that one. As long as I don't get into any big fights, health isn't going to be much of a concern. I'm not going to die from it, and, yeah, not seeing a whole lot of ways to get across this one. Almost looks wrong in a way, I don't know. Guess I just, run for it? Yeah, that was completely wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. Can't even try running across on that side. There's a beam up on the ceiling. I don't think I can jump. Oh, there's the part that I can jump to. Or not. Oh, well. Everyone saw that notch was there, right? Now it makes a lot more sense. Like I said, the obstacles in this part of the game get much trickier. And I can't even see what I'm doing. But I'll take it. I mean, is it bad that the only times I show any kind of competence are when I have no idea what I'm doing? Let's see if I can get up to the ceiling here. Nope. They really don't make this easy. This place is looking kinda familiar. Don't think I need to jump across. That's the way. Ah, here's a familiar room and some familiar enemies. I got enough sand to take them all out now. Although, much as I hate to say it, Ravage as a time is possibly getting kind of boring. Just take this guy out the fair way. Well, close enough. I think counter moves are probably about the only way to go here. Especially when I can actually pull them off. And now into another familiar segment of the game. Although, I want to make sure I'm not missing a way to slide down here and take care of that broken wall that I saw in a previous video. You might remember me pointing that out during the guest commentary with Gimbal Lock. Turns out I think it was just that wall that I already broke open on the side to get to the switch that led to the life upgrade. And they showed it in the... okay, whatever. No, run up. I hate the controls. I hate the controls so much. But, yeah, they showed that door in the present, even though there's absolutely no way that I can figure to get to it when you have a sword that'll break it open. Just because it's still there. You get to it in the past, you open it, everything is normal. Now, just gotta climb up this room again. I think I remember how to do that. Although it turns out you can jump straight up from here, too. But I'll take the same way that I did before. Beam to beam. Beam to beam. And there's a closed door that was open before. Okay, that's wrong. You die now. Kind of afraid to use Ravages of Time against these. They'll just jump on me. That's a better way to do it. And I can't figure out how to open this door. I don't remember this ever being closed. That's probably why. And then, of course, the bookcase is here in the opposite formation than they were when I first found them. Why'd they die so quickly? I don't get that. Normally they take a billion hits, and this time 2 seconds. I can turn the lever while Ravages of Time is still going. Whatever. Kill everything. This is the same game that I was praising before for having the best combat in any Prince of Persia game. I know it. It's in here somewhere. Everybody's almost dead here. There's got to be some way I can capitalize on that. It'll help if I stop missing them so much. Alright, that worked a bit better. Okay, with that taken care of, now we move into the second half. More of these guys, who are just kind of sliding around. Variety or getting things done quickly. It's a coin flip. Is that actually sand just dripping off the prints from time to time? I don't think so. Something seems kind of off about that, but it would be kind of a neat effect if that is what they're going for. I think that was just dust. You know, nobody's entered here for a while. This is before the prints came here earlier in the game. That is still so confusing. Because the sand portals that the prince activates later are already activated when you're the sand wraith. And some areas are already open, some areas aren't. And I know better than to just run ahead this time. I'm going to stop and kill everything, then move forward and kill everything again. Although that's a lot of everything to be killed. Well, at least I only wasted one sand tank. Why do you all take so many hits? Stop living so long. To get in some counters here or something. Alright. Now things look a lot more manageable. Although that was a weird camera angle. That I just run too close to something that I can actually grab and the camera decides to switch to what it's supposed to do when I'm already up there. There we go. All of a sudden they take so much offense to my charge attack. Alright, counters it is. Yeah, I should have stuck with my convictions. All counterattacks, all the time. Okay, that didn't work either. You win some, you lose some. And see, these bookshelves are already pulled out. Why are they already pulled out? And why are they pushed in when the prince comes back here later? Not thinking about paradoxes. Well, that's interesting. That thing was smashed when I came here as the prince. I guess that hasn't happened yet. Anyway, retracing my later footsteps. There's no way to get across here, but there is something to grab. So I gotta go across underneath this time. Well, fortunately he can't see me, and now I can't go any further, so it's back up to the top path. Actually, I kind of wonder what would happen if I just dropped down here, right in front of his face. Alright, that was totally underwhelming. Well, the forward hallway hasn't been caved in, so I guess this is the way I gotta go this time. Seems like maybe I could just cross the library and come out of the mechanical tower like I did before.
Just try and catch me.
Yeah, that's good. Taunt the Dahaka, because it hasn't been a threat before, has it? At least I guess this chase is kind of fun. And I guess that's the end of the Dahaka. Well, seems we're taking care of loose ends one at a time here. Guess we still got one encounter with the prince left. And this place.
I can barely see through this. Best I watch my back. Who knows what's lurking?
I'm pretty sure on the PS2 they had slightly better mist effects here. I mean, you could still see. There was no danger of enemies lurking in the mist that you couldn't spot or something like that, but... I mean, at least there was enough mist that it made sense the prince said he couldn't see through it. Here it's just kind of, oh, got a couple of particles here or there. I can only see a couple miles in front of my face. It's a threat. Alright, better go back, make sure I didn't miss anything, because I'm tearing through this place. Enemy is not much of a threat. Lots of secondary weapons, but the hockey stick has been good to me so far.
I can't see a damn thing. I better watch my steps.
Yeah, I can't see anything either. I have no idea how I'm getting from place to place. I'm beginning to think maybe I should do the bonus video entirely on the PS2 version. But there we go. That is what convinces me that you can't just knock enemies off the ledge, because that guy should have fallen off so many times. And over here we've got what look like grabbable ledges falling from the ceiling. Not going to be able to proceed that way. There's a ledge. Just hop up there and grab it. It's always kind of weird when you see him grab something, drop down, and then a ledge falls.
Careful, careful.
I mean, that kind of thing happened all the time in Sands of Time. This game, not so much.
That door. The switch that opens it has to be around here somewhere. If only I could see through this fog.
And here it is a little difficult to see because the room is actually big enough that the low visibility matters. And we get lots and lots of dogs. And the prince pulls out no weapon at all. It's not the last time something like that is going to cause some very humorous graphical effects. But just to save myself a little sand, I'm going to reserve my Ravages of Time for when there's more than one enemy to kill. And try and just use fancy moves. I mean, sure, they still take a lot of hits, but they're no threat. That's right, forget that old let's attack them all at once thing, and just keep coming at me one at a time. Now there's a threat. Well, they would be if anything took more than one hit to kill. Again, no trouble seeing the path. I don't remember whether that was originally supposed to be part of the challenge or not. Those jumps don't look safe. And there's the switch. And then a pan back to show me that the route I got here on is not gonna work. I always assume there's gotta be a shortcut somewhere. And again, this... I almost didn't make that jump. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to stop and climb these things, but the identical scene in Sands of Time, all the stalactites dropped as soon as I grabbed them. You know what? I'm tired of the hockey stick. I'm gonna get rid of it. This is the only one of the secret weapons that I actually found on my own when I played through the game. It's also by far the best one. It glows with unearthly power. And of course, just check out how it works in a fight.
Tell me when you're...
It takes at most 2 hits to kill these dogs. Granted, I'm taking a lot of hits myself, but that's okay, I can fight my way out of this. More dogs, don't care. Got glowing sword. Of course, if anything, I would call this a lightsaber, more than the ones in Star Wars. Because this one actually has a cutting edge. It could actually be a saber. I'm just going to use this thing. I'm going to kill everything. And again, the glowing sword just pretty much lasts forever. Not that I have any idea at all where I am. It would be kind of nice to know. We'll just move a tiny bit to the side and jump to a completely different place. I love what they do with angles in this game. Alright, that's not a ramp, but again, we got the grooves on the wall that show me where to go. And hey, I see a fountain over there. Alright, should probably think about cutting it here, but I got a couple minutes. Let's press on, because I think I know where I am now. Recognize this hallway? This is one that we've only seen from the other end, and I said that there was no way to traverse it in that direction, because it's an exit. And once again, we finally get to see where it's an exit from. There in the distance you can see the chest that I've already opened. And we're back to familiar territory in the mechanical tower.
Do not allow him to pass!
I have no idea who said that. And the door that I took before is closed, so I gotta find a lever that opens it. I think I know where that is. I remember it. Out of the way. And cutscene. No? Okay.
What do you want from me? My other self still works to activate the towers. There's ample time to return to the throne room and await the opening of the door.
Yeah, that's where the golem was. And apparently when I went through that room before, the sand wraith was in this cabinet the whole time.
Towers. He has activated them. Am I too late? I have come too far to fail.
Well, at least the gate is open, so we can move on. Mistime my swing yet again. I'm amazed. As long as I was sitting in that cabinet, my health didn't go down very much. But at this point, all I've got to do is escape the tower. And the tricky part is that when I came here before, I was going up to the top. Now I need to get down to the bottom, so I take a slightly alternate route. And as usual, the game spells out for me exactly where I'm supposed to go. Which for once is really handy, because otherwise you might end up going the same way that you did from this ledge before. See, over that way I could go and, well, climb right back to where I was. I was pretty sure that was going to happen, but I had to try it anyway. Alright, glowing sword. Pretty handy shortcut. I remember when these guys used to take forever to kill. Absolutely forever. Even with the scorpion sword. Now you can go either way at the fork here. They both lead down to that ledge. I think this way is a little faster. And now we get to go through this trap-filled corridor in reverse. But, alright, I think I'm done here. Next time, I think I'm going to make it all the way to the final boss. So, see you guys for the end of the game next time.